Shalom. I like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMN, so the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to my Akim, who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. This is your brother Akali from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about this Kanye West situation, where Kanye West has let the world know that he knows essentially that he is a Hebrew Israelite, and being a Hebrew Israelite is not a religion. We are simply, first of all, the Israelites, the Lord's holy chosen people that are spoken about from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation, and as well as in every single book in the Apocrypha. All right, we are the main focal point of the story that has been written, right? And it is simply who we are and our nationality. We're not so-called black people, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Spics, so-called Mexicans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Dominicans, Cubans, Brazilians, Colombians, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. We're none of those things, man. We're all Israelites, okay? And we say Hebrew Israelites, well, because we speak Hebrew. Or rather, that is our language, okay? The Edomites, they are Hebrew Edomites, okay? So those are the so-called white people, and that is their true nationality. They come from the seed of Esau, okay? But in this video, you'll hear Kanye, and I guess I've been meditating on what angle to take this from. I have an idea, but the Spirit shall lead accordingly.
My mom was born into a drinking fountain. They told her what fountain she could drink out of. Okay. Now we born into a vote. They literally call it the black vote. Yeah. And by the way, we blood of Christ. We blood of Moses. We're not just a color in a crayon box. And if we knew that, who we really were, we'd treat each other differently. We'd treat ourselves differently. So when you say, I'm black and I'm proud, like, but of what? What concept are we understanding? They say, go see the African History Museum. Why do they start when the boats came? Why don't they start with the drums?
But we was kings.
No, they don't want it, but we are kings. Mm-hmm. But the 400 years doesn't have to deal with slavery. It has to deal with the Bible. It has to deal with us being disobedient to God.
Right.
And that's why we farm land that isn't our own. Record labels, the NBA, Hollywood. These boys be scared. They be sitting there. Michael B. Jordan be telling my cousin, like, man, I want to do what Ye do, but I'm just, I'm right here. Or, like Kevin Hart, like, man, I like that. I'm envious of what Dave Chappelle could do. And then they sitting it at us. Me to him. Say this. Ted, blah, blah. He said this. He said that. It's like, boy, this.
Yeah, because these celebrities that have, quote unquote, sold their soul to the devil, they know who they are, man. All right? They do. And they talk among each other and they know. But when I say, quote unquote, sell their soul to the devil, what I mean is that they have, well, in their own way, literally, you know what I'm saying? They have committed all kinds of abominations and rituals, etc., and sacrifices to achieve the wealth that they have achieved in this world. And the higher up you go is the more wicked that you have to be. Okay? So they know that if they speak against or bring out this kind of information, then they are going to be held accountable by those that they made what's the proper word? An allegiance to, right? Okay, so they're scared, right? And that's where it's at. In regards to what Kanye said, yes, of course, in the book of Deuteronomy, you can read about it in chapter 28. The curses are upon us because we transgressed the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemishai. And so that is why we are in the state that we are in. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
There would be blood. Stop fucking with me. Because y'all fucking with my money. Y'all doing shit. I got 80 accounts right now. I got people that's like, why I got 80 accounts? That's that Bob Marley through the toe. The orphanage that I'm creating called Donda. And they got
You see? So when it is that our people that have made an allegiance with Esau, Edom, okay, to gain all of the riches and the fame and all of those things by committing the sacrifices that they commit, all right, if they try to even leave it or turn, they are greatly affected, right? But these celebrities, they don't want to lose that fame, that power as well, and the wealth that they have, man. All right? They don't. But I'll get a little bit more into that after we just, my
mom saved my life. My mom was like, I'm keeping Kanye. This orphanage is going to provide, first of all, the way God is, we already got, what do we call them, bed nurses? All right, so this is like when you go and get your ultrasound, they tell you if your baby's going to come out. Okay. In hospitals today, they would tell a black mother that the baby not finna come out today because we are inside. Us as 12 tribes of Judah, as a member of the Hebrew people, we are still inside of our genocide. 50% of all black deaths a year is abortion. And planned deaths.
Peep what Kanye just said. 12 tribes of Judah is the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay?
Black deaths a year is abortion. And Plan B was created by Margaret Sanger with the KKK for black population control. You're getting deep right now, yeah. This is what I cried about during the election. Those tears is gonna be gospel someday. And what am I doing? I know the guy from Texas got a lot of backlash for changing the laws. I'm not in a position, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is providing a plan A, an opportunity where you can bring your children. If you feel like you can't take care of them, you ain't got a place to take them, you don't have a support system, we got a place that's gonna have. I'm like, you thought that I wasn't gonna try to get killed in this interview? Dr. Sebi's diet, based on Dr. Sebi's diet.
Anyway, that's enough. If you want to watch the video, you can go to GMS Watchmen and you can watch it, man. But as you can see from the comment board, you can see right there, Remnant Say 144, which is the Elder Yashawamba of the Dallas camp, the head, I believe. Enchantments that will only backfire in our favor, right? Because here it is that you have Kanye talking about the curses that are upon our people, and then he's going to mention 12 tribes of Judah, which it's 12 tribes of Israel, all right, from Judah going on down to Issachar, and within it, he doesn't bring up the true name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And when you listen to the rest of this interview, you can see that Kanye is all over the place. And in the book of James chapter 1 verse 8, it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. All right, so Kanye is obviously very unstable. He has all kinds of ideologies. He's not being led on one path. All right, his brain is obviously very fragmented, and he's one of those that, like all the rest of our people up there, they really, they're not really for this, man. It's obvious to see, all right, even that they know. But also, going back to, they're not willing to give up anything, okay? They're not really willing to give it up, man, okay? Now, let me go to the scriptures, man, All right. This is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 21. Yahushua said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Right? So in this moment, Yahushua was speaking to an individual who, was saying that he didn't do this, he didn't do that. So Yahushua said, okay, well, sell everything you have and just follow me. Preach the word, teach the word. Okay? Because your treasures will be in heaven. Right? Because right now, he was obviously in a position where he had wealth of some kind, or whatever it is that he had on whatever kind of level. Okay? But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions, right? So he had great possessions. So he had benefits in this world. The same way how these celebrities have benefits in this world by doing whatever it is that they have done to gain those benefits. Okay? But the young man, he went away sorrowful because he wasn't willing to give it up, man. Okay? He wasn't willing to truly dedicate his life to Yahweh Shemishai and walk this path, man. Okay? And these celebrities, they're double-minded, they're unstable. Okay? Because they don't want to give up all of the things that they have, because they don't actually truly have faith in Yahweh Shemishai. And that is something that is a gift given unto us, man. All right? To be willing to forsake everything, all right, for what is to come in the kingdom of heaven, for the salvation as well. All right? We literally have given up everything, man, to walk in this life, to be a part of this truth. Okay? And then also in the book of Luke, chapter 9, and verse 23, it says, And he said to them all, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Right? Because being a part of this truth, we suffer a lot of persecution. We're looked upon as the scum of the earth and all these things, man. And the servant is not greater than his master. So the same way that they treated Yahushua is the same way that they treat us. And we all experience this literally daily. Okay? You walk the righteous path to the best that you can. You deal with people righteously and all of these things, but it's like you're just constantly in a situation where you're just on the losing end. And this is just the period that we're in at this moment in time. Our to make us more humble, our humiliation, you know what I'm saying? But there's also something else as well. When you walk this path, you can jump on down from Matthew 19 and 21 to verse 29. And it says, And everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. And a lot of people, they cannot fathom the thought of doing this. All right? Forsaking family or whatever else, man. Right? They're not willing to give up. You have to be willing to give up everything, man, to walk with Yahushua. All right? And then you'll gain everything. And that is the faith, man. You have to believe that. Okay? And so the thing about the position that these celebrities are in as well is that, they see the power that Esau Edom has, because they've had to do things to gain certain power being aligned with Esau Edom. So they have a great fear of Esau Edom, and they're afraid that if they turn and follow Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, that they're going to suffer greatly. But if you truly have the spirit of Yahweh Shemishai upon you, then you don't care about these things. But also in the book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 28, and it says, And fear not them which kill the body, because that's all Esau Edom can do, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy body and soul, both soul and body in hell. Right? So Yahweh Shemeshai is able to do that, man. All right, Esau Edom can only affect the flesh. But these people, they don't actually truly believe in Yahweh Shemeshai, so they don't have that fear. As it says in the book of Proverbs, I believe, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All right, to paraphrase. All right, so they actually don't have any faith when you look at, when it is that they're saying these kinds of things. All right, and then of course, as well, the scriptures say in the book of Matthew chapter 6 that you cannot serve two masters. And these people are once again double-minded, man. All right, because they try to serve two masters. In Matthew 6 says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. And these people serve Mammon, man, which is the money, the wealth, and everything that comes with it. All right? They really don't want to give that up, man, and you can't serve two things, man. Okay? Well, first of all, the one thing that you're serving, that's not even anything to serve. Okay? But the point is, these people are double-minded, man. But in regards to Kanye and whatever other celebrity that comes out and says what they have to say, I mean, you know, it's the same rodeo, same show, the same song and dance that we've seen over the years. But guess what? At the end of the day, in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So even that interview that Kanye did, I'm sure that there are some elect members that more than likely woke up from it, man. And that's the main goal. The awakening of the elect of the nation of Israel. And that's just where it's at. So that I like to say, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemeshai, Bashim Ka Kodesh, Wa Abad and Babal. Shalom.